Hey beauties. So I feel like all my tutorials now start with Elizabeth is currently asleep because she is. She's the cutest thing. She is taking a nap right now, but we are like an hour in, so it could just, you know, end at any moment. But I wanted to do a little bit of makeup because it's quarantine, and guess what I'm doing? Oh yeah, I am walking around the block with my family, which consists of Sean, little baby Elizabeth, and our dog Penny. So I need to get dolled up for that. It's important that any random neighbors that might also have to be out or choose to be out and are staying at least 6 feet away get a look at this beautiful visage of whatever makeup look we decide to do. So I wanted to play with the Karity Nudes and Rudes palette. I really do like this one. Went with my Essence eye primer. I just realized as I was like chatting away that I should really just get moving. You know, here I am talking about how I have like limited time and Elizabeth is going to wake up at any moment, and then I'm just like chattering away, which I know you guys are used to because that's what I do. Okay, let me do my brows as well with my e.l.f. That sounds funny, like I have an actual e.l.f. doing my brows. That will be helpful actually. I would take any makeup help I could get, even an e.l.f. I'm picturing one of the e.l. Fudge elves. They're cute. They seem nice. So I'm gonna start off with a Younique cream shadow brush. I like these for just packing on shadow directly onto the lid. Coppery color called Brit, and it is shimmery. We are just going to start packing that on my lid. And I do think sometimes brushes like this can lead to more fallout, just in general, because you're trying to pack it on and sometimes, like, because you're not blending it in, it can be, but I'm actually not getting any, so I spoke too soon, friends. I'm sure you're shocked by that. Do you know what I haven't done in like a hot minute? A halo eye. Which would be perfect. Perfect for my walk around the block. Okay, so I have Brit kind of all over my lid and of course above, because I put it eyes, and if I didn't do that, you would never see what color eyeshadow I was wearing or if I was wearing any at all. So the idea with the halo eye is that I'm gonna put darker colors on the outer portion and the inner portion so that the middle kind of has some brightness to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Nell. I'm gonna start off with Nell, which is a nice like sort of like maroonish brown, and start building up a bit of that outer portion. And I'm watching my shape here because I don't want to go too far out because that can make my eyes look droopy. But I am putting quite a bit of this on, and again, since I'm doing eyeshadow first, I can clean up this edge if I end up getting a little too carried away, which we all know is very possible. Okay, so I feel like I have the outer portion a little bit there, so now let's do the inner portion, which I know feels weird. I always think it's odd to like, let me put some really dark eyeshadow on the inner portion of my eye. But this can be a really beautiful look. Okay, so to intensify that, because it's quite subtle, which is fine. It doesn't have to be crazy, but to intensify it, I'm going to go into this matte dark brown Lilo, and same brush. Oh yeah, that's definitely darker. Okay, help give us our shape there. And then just being really careful about the placement of this. Okay, and I am going over the top there, just because I feel like that looks good. It is your eye. If you do not like that, do not do it. It's the fun thing about makeup. There aren't like laws. No one's gonna come and be like, excuse me, miss, you did that incorrectly. Or if there are people that do that, I have not run into them yet. Thank goodness. Okay, now I realize that my edges are like super edgy. So I would like to take, I'm trying to think, I think this is the one that I've been using. Yeah, the Morphe E22. And I'm gonna go in with Indulge, which is like a light, close to my skin color. And I just want to use this to just, you know, soften these edges. They look, I don't mind it being a bit defined, but I don't want it to be too defined to the point where it, I don't know, doesn't look right. You know, like I feel like that looks better than that. Okay. Now what I want to do, and I will tell you this, for a halo eye, this was not like the correct order or the best way to do it. It just kind of turned into this idea once I was playing with the colors. So this is not like the ideal halo eye tutorial. I just think it's pretty and it looks nice and whatever. So what we're gonna do is on top of Brit in the center, we're gonna go in with a light shimmer called Siren. I'm just going to use my fingertip, and I'm just going to pat that on that inner portion. So just to kind of exaggerate this halo eye that we've created. Okay, so this is just going on that inner middle portion of the lid that is supposed to kind of be lighter. And this is really a great way if you want to give your eye a more rounded shape, if perhaps your eyes are not very rounded, and that is what you're trying to create. This is a good look to do that, any halo eye look. I am going to do my face makeup and clean up the sides, and we'll be right back. All right, so our face and skin are pretty much done, so let's go back into those eyes and finish them. So I have a couple of like smudgy or like tiny brushes that I think are really great for the lower lash line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mirror the dark and light thing we have going on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with a Karity E25, and I'm gonna go into Nell, which is that like maroonish brown. And I'm gonna put that on the outer portion and the inner portion. So not the inner corner, but the inner portion of our lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a Makeup Geek small crease brush and go into, maybe we'll do a bit of Brit and a bit of Siren and put that in the center. And then just kind of move it, blend it a little bit. It doesn't have to be like super defined. Back into Brit. I just got a ton of that in my eyeball. So because this is a halo eye and it isn't technically a smoky eye, I do want to go in with eyeliner. So go in, keep it brown, and I'm going to go in with the NYX in brown. All right, and I'm gonna go into CoverGirl Lashblast Volume, and I'm gonna curl. I would have loved the big hair 80s. I'm just saying. I was only there for a brief time because I wasn't alive for all that long of it, but I would have loved that. Just telling you. I think I'm gonna go in with, I have Maybelline 110 Purely Nude. It's definitely more of like a pink. Okay, and then I'm gonna fill in with some of NYX's Natural, which is a bit more like peachy. Okay, and then I'm gonna put on, I just have like Burt's Bees. I'm gonna put that on. And then thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will link, or try to link, because it's been years since I did that other Halo Eye tutorial, but that I believe was with cream eyeshadows. So anyways, yeah, so if you want to take a peek at that, if you like this style and you think it's pretty and it's something you might want to recreate, then yeah, you might want to check that one out too. So thank you guys so much, and take care, stay safe.